Yo, third episode tonight. Probably my most excited episode. Although that Bad Batch episode was great. You know, we had
Yes, it was.
last episode. Yeah. Well, what's up, Joseph? By the way, forgot to introduce you. We still gotta be good podcasters and introduce our host. I'm Isaac, joined by Joseph. If you guys are new, because we don't do much DC content. So if you're coming in because we're doing DC, then hello there. That's a line from Star Wars or DC nerds if you don't watch Star Wars, yeah. Anyway, we're going to be breaking down James Gunn's new DCU slate of films and shows that he released or announced today. We'll be going through this video, and then I've got up from the direct official of all the movies coming out soon, and we're gonna break down the video that James made, and yeah, we're gonna watch it, break it down, pause it, talk about it. And yeah, it should be good. What did I just click? Something exciting. Oh, this is trending. DCU has been trending all day. Like, look at this. Oh, Bad Batch is trending now. Oh, Star Wars Jedi. Well, it's not trending anymore. Well, that's that. Well, that's that. I mean, entertainment. Can you see my screen?
I'm not looking at it. Do you want me to
Just
check
say
for
it because people on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, iTunes, whatever. So I just clicked on the Twitter trending page, and trending right now is hashtag fire James Gunn and Peter Safran.
God.
Hashtag fire James Gunn and Peter Safran. Safran, if that's how you say
It's
it.
been a day.
Oh no.
It's been a day.
Not even. Guys, oh my god, I'm actually hyped for the ECU moving forward. Alright,
Oh, you deleted Twitter.
I deleted it on my phone, but I reinstalled it.
Yeah.
Twitter's too addicting and annoying.
Okay. Without going too much into it, I liked it. Alright? I like his ideas. I like the roadmap.
Yeah.
So obviously, we've already watched it, right? We watched it when it came out. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought he's got it all planned out. He's already got it more planned out than anything that DCU ever did.
I totally agree with you, and I think by the end of this decade, by the end of the 2020s, DC will be on top, better than Marvel. I like DC. I like the DC comics better than Marvel comics. I like the DC characters better than Marvel characters, but DC films just haven't been it lately. Only the standalone films. I think I would like a majority of the DC standalone films are better than a lot of the Marvel films.
What, currently, or?
Oh no, like
what's
the
been out?
the Batman 2022, the Joker 2019, Christopher Nolan's trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy, Michael Keaton's Batman. Mainly the Batman.
No,
Mainly the Batman. I love the Batman. I really love the Batman.
What else? There's not much else, is there, to be honest?
The Batman and Joker. They carry DC.
Man of Steel. Which I really hope James Gunn kind of steps away from it.
What?
Like Batman and Joker carrying DC. I really hope that he steps into it. Steps away from
film
it.
Did get announced, which we'll get to in soon.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, I love Batman. I love it. Let's see. Batman 2 also got announced. He didn't say it in this video, but it's been announced by Warner Brothers and DC. Because he just spoke about DCU, but the Batman 2 Part 2, Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson's Batman, October 3, 2025. Yep. So hyped. But I want to do a solo episode for that because it's outside the DCU. For this episode, I want to stick to the DCU. But yeah, episode coming soon on just talking about the Batman Part 2 and the Joker 2 as well. Kinda what is he calling it? He's calling it something DC Elseworlds is what he's calling everything that's out of the DCU. I also want to pull up. I'll go to our Instagram right now. Yes. Yeah, DC Elseworlds.
Which I think is a comic branch.
Yeah.
Elseworlds is a comic branch.
Well, this is basically the timeline here. I'll share my screen with you, Joseph, and then everyone else can also see it if you're watching on YouTube. It's posted on our Instagram. It's the new DC Studio slate. It's just the timeline. I've shared my screen if you want to look at that. Yep.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, I've seen this.
Yes, so we've also got 2023 DC films, Shazam, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman. And then the universe is getting a full reset. Full reset, and Chapter 1 of the DCU starts. Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters.
Which he is, yes, Gods and Monsters, which it does. It sounds crazy.
And then these are the DC Elseworlds, the Joker, October 2019, the Batman 2022, Joker 2. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like fully a deluxe, fully this, whatever. October 4th, 2024, Batman Part 2. October 3rd, 2025, Teen Titans Go, the animated series, and Superman and Lewis. So that's part of the DC Elseworlds. And then this is everything they got announced today.
I believe that includes the rest of the CW, which will be...
It includes what?
Part of Elseworlds. All the CW shows will be considered Elseworlds, which is
SCW.
Batwoman be considered CW. So that's Batwoman, Supergirl, Arrow, The Flash, and Legend of Tomorrow. Because if Superman and Lois are, then I believe that they will be too. But they aren't continuing. They're all finishing. Superman and Lois is
right. The CW. Yeah. The CW. Yeah. I get you. But let's get right into James Gunn. Let's break it down. And yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn.
James.
I'm the co-CEO.
Can you hear this? You can't hear this. My bad.
No, I cannot.
I'll change for you that. You guys should be able to hear it. Alrighty. Can you hear Mr. James Gunn now?
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO.
Cool, alright. Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn, the co-CEO. Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of
DC
can I put
Studios. He looks
so
like
as many
young
of you know,
George Lucas.
Wait, what the hell's happened? I haven't been sharing my screen this whole time. Okay, my bad. I was sharing the screen, kind of at a panic attack then. You guys.
I've had a few of them lately.
There we go. It's back up on you guys. Everyone watching on YouTube. Don't worry. I realized I wasn't sharing the screen. Like I saw that straight away. I was at the start, but then at the end when I started sharing with Joseph, it went away. Joseph can still see it good, and you guys can still see it. So 3, 2, 1.
DC.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bit of technical difficulties, but we're getting to it. G'day, James. Yep, you're gonna say
Hey
hello
everybody,
again.
I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected.
But he full on trashes in DC. He's like, oh, it's been pretty.
He does.
He doesn't say it's been pretty shit, but he's like, I know. He's like, oh, it's been disconnected from film and TV.
And television for a long time. And
I mean,
it's
he's
one
not
of
wrong.
our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DC.
So if you don't know, Peter's the co-CEO of DC with James. He's the business guy behind it, and James is the filmmaker guy behind it. Because they're still running a business, so they kind of need a business guy. So that's what Peter's doing, and James is doing the filmmaking.
DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story.
See, he goes on to that.
I like that, where he says that the actors are going to be portraying the characters in live action and animation, so the person playing them in the live action will be also voicing them. I like that. That's a very good move. I really like that.
And that'll keep it consistent, and it'll help people understand, because a lot of the time animation is outside of the actual canon world. What If for Marvel isn't
and with the
canon, technically.
DC,
well, it is, but not in ours.
It's this multiverse, all that crap, But with this, it's going to be in the same universe, and so I like how they're having the same actors portray.
Something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of...
So it's outside the DCU.
The mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
So he goes into now the film's coming out this year. And
Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so...
Gosh, on Shazam, they're like, oh, he's not funny. It's like, oh, he's been in this, another part of DC.
He connects...
He's not important.
Very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie.
Yes, he really liked The Flash. He said he loved it and it was a fantastic movie. So that's interesting. That's good, because I am looking forward to The Flash. Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm looking forward to it. I am.
Ezra Miller.
I know, but put that aside, I'm looking forward to the Flash. I love the Flash as a character. I know what Ezra Miller's done, but Mark Keaton's Batman, like, yeah, I am excited for it. I'll be honest, I am.
I really love that resets the entire DC universe.
So he's saying the Flash resets the entire DC universe. So I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if like the end of it. I don't know what Flashpoint is. I know you've explained.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Okay, give a quick recap for everybody.
Okay,
including
so
me.
Barry's parents died. Well, one went to prison, the other one died. So Barry, big old depressive boy, has the power to time travel. So he then chooses to go back in time, save his mum, so his mum didn't go to prison.
Yeah.
And then he then kind of changes time. So you know the butterfly effect, how you change one, like you've Back to the Future, right? You've seen Back to the Future? No, you haven't.
I have not. I know.
Oh
It's
my
sad.
God.
It's sad.
What are you doing?
It's
What are you
sad.
doing here?
It's sad. I know.
So you disrupt one thing in time, everything gets disrupted, right? So it's time. It's fragile.
So that's okay. I think that's enough detail. So basically, he's gonna go back. Flash will go back in time, and then he mucks everything up, and that
he destroys time.
He destroys time, and so that resets everything. They'll reset something. Reset it all.
It changes everything, which means now that they can do kind of whatever they want to.
Okay, that's good. And then obviously Blue Beetle and Aquaman. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. And that will lead right into, I guess, the new DCU.
Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a
He doesn't seem very hyped about Blue Beetle.
marvelous part of the DCU, and
Doesn't
then
have much to say on it.
Yeah.
To Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects.
Okay, so I think the end of Aquaman 2 might... I know there could be a Flash coming in, and then he breaks it then, and then that leads right into it being Aquaman the last one in the DCEU, or the old DCU, whatever.
Projects which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan.
I don't like this. He's having lots of cuts. There's lots of cuts. Like, can he not, like, read straight through?
Have started to
I'm being picky, but it's like lots of cuts.
map out an 8 to 10.
I don't know.
Started to map out an 8 to 10 year.
Like that cut right there.
Map out an 8 to 10.
Starts to map out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talented writers have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be.
I have lots of cuts in our podcast. We can't talk.
In film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters.
That's pretty cool. It'll be interesting.
Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first.
Okay, so this is maybe like the first quarter or the first half of chapter 1, which is pretty cool.
Chapter. The first project is Creature Command.
Creature Commandos so it's an animation TV show. I believe James has wrote all these episodes, but let's see what he has to say.
Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice.
Yeah, there we go.
As who plays them in live action.
Which is a good move.
The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Waller, played by Viola Davis.
It reminds me of the Scooby-Doo Batman stuff.
Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is
It's a live-action TV show. I'm actually really excited for this.
Story that's been created by...
See, Peacemaker. There we go. Look at this.
Viola Davis is going to team...
Talking to Joe, I was talking to you about before this episode, about how he's going to keep Peacemaker.
Team up with members of Team Peacemaker.
She's going to team up with members of the Peacemaker. So is John Cena coming back? Don't know.
He's got it. He was so good. He was so good.
I don't know if he's going to reset Peacemaker or like leave it. I mean, he'll get a lot of hate if he did. So that's going to be very interesting. He didn't really go into detail on it in this video. So we will see. I don't know. You know, bringing his... I can understand if he brought his own thing back into the normal and back into DCU, but that's... he's gonna get a lot of hate from that. He's bringing his own thing and is kicking everybody else's out. But I guess Peacemaker was good, according to you and a lot of people.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's
The
fair.
Peacemaker actually made it was successful. So
Yeah, that's fair.
And this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people
happy about
to see
that
it.
one.
Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning.
You can tell
of the
which
DC.
ones he likes and which ones he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh shit.
DC played by up with members by Crystal Henry. Fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next.
Okay.
Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU.
Yeah, here we go.
This is called Superman Legacy. This is being
Legacy. So this is not going to be an origin of Superman. James Gunn, as he was about to say, he writes it.
I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And
I say they start shooting this film or about to start rolling cameras by the end of this year. I'm saying. We know the release date is July 11th, 2025. So I reckon they start filming end of this year. I reckon they start cameras rolling end of this year.
Yeah.
Superman will be released into theaters July 11th,
July 11th,
2025.
2025. I'll be 18. That's mad. That's just... I'll be out of school. That's crazy. July is when I start uni in 2025 as well, if my plans go well. Hey, what the hell?
Okay.
What the hell, James? That's freaking ages away, mate.
Okay, the next thing
It's really not, though.
is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is...
Oh, I'm survived for this one. It's going to be big. Look at that. Lanterns. All the lanterns are going to come together. It's a TV show, live action. This is going to be big. I'm really excited for this. I remember watching the Green Lantern show when I was a lot younger. Lanterns are just like so cool people. That's gonna be mad. It's a show, but it's gonna be good. I reckon it's gonna be really fun.
There's a story of a couple of Green Lanterns.
I hope so. Yeah. Did you watch any Green Lantern stuff?
Yeah, like I would always like it when he came in to the animated TV shows. I had Batman the Brave and the Bold, and he was on one of the levels of that as well.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Well, that's a little hint at the next Batman film that's in the DCU.
John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in.
It's gonna be cool. Lanterns.
In there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a...
I think they're gonna like draw on a lot of Star Trek. I don't know. I feel like they might.
Couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority.
Josh from the Den of Nerds is very excited for The Authority. It's a movie, live action, I believe.
Authority is a passion project of...
Yeah, James Gunn is really excited for this. It's like a passion project for me.
It's
really
based on...
like stuff you really want to create. This is that thing for James.
On the marvelous Wildstorm characters, we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is a story of Paradise Island, usually known...
It's going to be interesting, all this new stuff. It really is going to be. They're drawing... See, what I think is good... good for hardcore fans, not good for casual fans. They're drawing on a lot of comic book stuff. They're getting real comic book lore. So the hardcore fans are really going to understand it, while others will just, I guess, watch it and learn. But I think that's a good move. I think it is a good move to draw from all the comic book stuff.
Yeah, well, as you said, like, you prefer the DC comics.
Yes.
So does most of the other people. DC thrives on their comics, so
I think it's a very good move.
Using them is going to bring in the crowd, and it's also going to already give a basis. Like, if you just use the comic book characters, it's enough. Like, people like those comic book characters, so it's safe.
You have the lore already there set that is successful comic book runs, and
yes,
I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move. and I think it's good because I love DC Comics, so I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
Is Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. So
Yes. So this is gonna be like Wonder Woman's, I guess, maybe first thing live action TV show, Paradise Lost. It's set on Wonder Woman's birthplace. So that's gonna be cool. A lot of like like fighting and all that. So
almost like
who's gonna play? Gal Gadot played a very good Wonder Woman. I don't know who can replace her, to be honest.
I think I liked her, but I don't think she was groundbreaking.
I liked her. I did. Wonder Woman
Yeah.
3 is obviously being cancelled, and yeah. I mean, we will see. I don't know if like in this one she's gonna be younger. For the Superman, it's not gonna be an origin story, so that would be cool. But what I was thinking about earlier, the Superman. I forgot to ask this when we're looking at the Superman. Who do you think's gonna play the Superman? I know. Are you good at
Henry
casting?
Cavill.
You want it? He's not going to. We want him to.
No, but he deserves to.
I know he deserves to, but he's not fired from DC. He's not fired. James Gunn publicly said that Henry Cavill will be playing a different character in the new DCU, which may be a minor or major character. They're figuring it out, and he's not gonna look like Superman. And his face gonna be all ripped off.
Okay. So that actually, like, quickly off topic, that made me think. So you know how we just discussed, how I was just telling you about Flashpoint?
Yeah.
The Flash doesn't necessarily look any different because he's the one traveling through.
Right. They're not keeping
That
Ezra
makes sense.
Miller, regardless, though.
No, I know, but the problem is Ezra Miller's Flash has to die. Otherwise, or just do something else. He has to go away.
Right. Well.
For them to find a new Flash that makes sense.
Well, they didn't really announce any Flash stuff, so maybe he does.
Yeah, but
which would be a shame. That's a waste of a character.
I'm not sure, like, because I forgot what it was, but the Flash has also like ran himself through the Speed Force and has died like that. He's kept himself in the Speed Force. You don't understand this, but some of our viewers may.
Right.
And so, but yeah, because he's technically the one that's traveling through time. When he comes out of traveling, like once he affects it,
I think I understand
then
what you're saying,
it's different. But he's still there.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the Flash movie. I don't know.
But
maybe
Superman.
Scott Eastwood. Dye his hair black. Scott Eastwood. Search him up. Search him.
Really?
Clint, do you know who he is?
What is he in?
You know, Little Nobody from Fast and Furious.
Oh, he's a bit short.
You know, it's changed
What
that.
is Scott?
He's Clint Eastwood's son. You know that?
Yeah, I figured.
Scott Eastwood. Yeah, I know he's small. Can change that. I don't know. I feel like he got a good bone structure, but not the build. But he's got a good bone structure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He is 36.
I don't know. Maybe. It won't be. I don't know. Maybe
Is he?
Austin Butler. I mean, he's good with black hair. He's good with black hair. He's good with
black
dyed hair.
Maybe.
I can't think. I'm not very good at casting.
Yeah, no, I'd have to have a thorough look.
Yeah, we would. We should do that episode, predictions for the new DCU casting. That'd be a hard episode. We have to look at lots. Because I'm terrible at doing that.
Yeah, and we'll do that. It might take a little time, but we can do that.
Eventually, we'll get it out.
Game of Thrones with West.
So yeah, this is gonna be like Game of Thrones as well. Game of Thrones style, Wonder Woman Paradise Lost origin story, maybe. But he said, oh, yeah.
Gross, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman
Here we
is
go.
The Brave and the Bold.
The Brave and the Bold. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Okay,
The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run.
Yes.
Damian Wayne.
Damian Wayne, Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne, he's training his little son, Robin, but Damian Wayne.
Am I going to see Talia al Ghul?
Oh my god. Bro, I think I'm mostly. I love Batman. I love Batman.
Wait, hold on.
Does this mean
That means that there's a Ra's al Ghul.
There's a what?
There's a Ra's al Ghul. So, Damien's mum is Talia al Ghul, and her dad is Ra's al Ghul, the leader of the League of Assassins. I think he was which Dark Knight? He's in one of the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know who you're talking about. The old guy. And
yeah, he's like.
I think Batman.
He's a soldier.
I think it's
Returns.
Returns. Dark Knight Returns.
I gotta rewatch
Batman
more.
Returns. I think so. It's not Begins.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not Begins, I don't think. Yeah. And bro, does this mean we get a new Joker? A good Joker this time in the DCU? Imagine
What's wrong with Jared Leto?
Sorry?
What's wrong with Jared Leto?
Get out of this hall. He's the worst Joker ever. He's not a bad actor. Okay? Arguably. Morbius and Joker.
Hold on.
Not Jared Leto.
What if he's a bit too old, which is sad.
Who?
William Dafoe. He's been a fan cast for years, but he is very old.
Perfect.
Green Goblin.
He looks like the older version of Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
No way.
Even just the facial structure.
They could, because Batman's going to be older in this one. Joker's older than the Batman. That's perfect.
Yeah, but William Dafoe's like early 70s, isn't he?
Yeah.
Heading his 70s.
Late 60s, early 70s, I assume.
Yeah.
67, yeah. No, but bro, perfect. William Dafoe, Joker. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Can you see this? I do not think you can. Okay, look at this. Look at this.
Can I go back? Yeah. No, he would be so good.
Is my favorite.
So, I mean, he's been a fan cast for ages.
So good, bros. Look at that. Older version of the Joker. I would like that. You reckon we could get like a Joker story in the DCU? Like a Joker film? I just love the Joker in DC. People don't want it though.
Yeah.
I want it. I love the Joker.
No,
and
it's overused, man.
I don't care. I love it.
So overdone.
I just love new stories of them, man. You know, I loved The Dark Knight. I loved the Joker 2019. I loved the Batman 2022. Everything Joker and Batman I freaking love. I love Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah, but imagine if they could do that with other characters except for Batman.
True. I know.
I think DC's problem is that they rely on Batman to do well. You know what I mean? If they put in the effort, that's what Peacemaker did. Like, Peacemaker was like such a good show, and it wasn't relying on Batman.
I know.
It makes fun of Batman in it, actually.
I know.
There's his neighbor, so Peacemaker's neighbor, he's like, he's like, are you supposed to be some kind of superhero? And he's like, yeah, I am. And he's like, but you kill people. And he's like, yeah, so? He's like, Batman doesn't kill people. And he was like, how many people have died because Batman hasn't killed people?
Okay,
how many people
say this. Batman
has died because the Joker hasn't killed them?
Okay, I'll say this. The Batman is my favorite DC character because he's not a doesn't have all these superpowers. He uses his own stuff. He creates his own technology, his own stuff. He uses grapple. He uses glides. He's just so cool like that. The Joker, I would say, in my top 3 favorite villains in all of cinema.
Yeah.
He's a real villain. He's a real life villain. No superpowers. He's corrupt. He's been through stuff in life. I love that. I know it's meant to be fiction and meant to be unrealistic. I like that kind of story.
Yeah, no, it's a good story. Don't get me wrong. I like it too. The whole man versus God thing. It's just so overused and so overdone.
Because it's the best.
But it's not going to keep being the best if it keeps getting overused.
That's true. Yeah, it is true, but man, I just love the Batman. Let's just say that. It's every single freaking Batman thing, bro. It's just sick. Every Batman from Michael Keaton, starting there. Joker's portrayed is so good in everything except Jared. Leto.
Don't hate on Jared Leto. He's the best.
Favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman.
I can't wait to see Robin in this.
I don't like Damian Wayne.
What?
He's my least favorite Robin. My least favorite Robin.
Who is?
Damian Wayne.
Why? Who's your favorite
Robin? It goes Grayson. I won't say his first. Richard Grayson. Nightwing.
No, but this one, Damian Wayne, I like because the Batman and him have a different connection to all the other Robins because they're father and son.
Yeah, he's just a nuisance though. I like him.
It's just like Robin. Damian Wayne, he knows that's his dad, and he gets up to mischief because that's his dad. You have a different relationship. Bro, I don't know. I just like it. It's not comedic relief.
It's different,
but it's different.
It's different,
and I like the connection better. I'm really excited for the Brave and the Bold. Don't know when it comes. He's only like 2027. 2027.
Yeah, it's a while away.
I'll be 20.
If it doesn't get delayed.
I'll be 20, you'll be 24. And we'll be famous on this podcast. You know, we'll be living away, you know, big apartment. We'll have our studio. Life will be good. We'll be in Los Angeles. We could go to the premiere, you know, we could be working on the next film after this, yeah.
Sure, but I'm not moving to LA. I'm gonna get shot.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I don't want to move to LA, but I hope I end up being in LA. LA has the most connections. It's the best place for opportunities in filmmaking. Filmmaking,
yeah, you're right.
Filmmaking comes down to knowing people. It does. Filmmaking comes down to who you know, and LA is the best for that. To meet people, opportunities, and but we'll see where life goes. I'm only 15.
Tries to get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU.
Oh, I can't wait.
Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold.
Booster Gold?
Bro, Booster Gold is so good.
I saw so much.
I was waiting for this.
It's a TV series. I wish it was a movie. We need a Booster Gold movie. No, but it's live action, so
Gold.
I'm happy it's live action.
So good.
What is James gonna say?
Gold. Booster Gold is one of...
Look at this. Bro, James is so funny.
It's called Booster Gold. Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. Booster Gold
is one of comics' really popular...
You can tell the ones he's excited to do.
Cult hero.
He's excited to do them all, but like one's like, oh my god.
Heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my
sauce.
Yeah, so it's gonna be coming to binge for us and Foxtel now, Foxtel Go, whatever. Can't wait. There's gonna be lots of stuff. The Penguin series.
HBO for Australia.
Bro, when are we getting the Penguin series? Nothing got announced today about that. I thought it would have got announced alongside Batman Part 2. They've already started filming, so I believe so. You know what the Penguin series is going to be, right? You know the Penguin from the Batman
Isn't it
2022?
around the Batman?
Yeah, the Penguin from the Batman 2022, the big fat guy. The Penguin.
Very nice.
That's going to be good. And it's R-rated. It's going to be very deep. Very deep.
You can't watch it then.
It's going to be very dark and deep. So I turn 18, buddy, in 2 years' time. I'm pretty sure it will come out in over 2 years. So I think I'll be right, mate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh, by the way, in Australia, apparently Cocaine Bear is rated R. So.
Yeah.
So, well,
I'll tell you all about it.
Joseph, your solo review for that then. Nah, I'll be right. I can go in with someone over 18, plus I work. Gotta follow the law, guys. Of course.
Yes, please don't go watch the movie. It's really annoying.
Don't, because we have to kick you little pests out.
Favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
See, they're bringing stuff so much. They're bringing stuff from the comics, and that's.
And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film.
Good job.
Now,
Now, I think this is gonna be. This is gonna be cool. It's a film. It's a movie. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, from the comic run they did.
Man is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way, so she's a much more jaded character.
You know, she's like she's gone through that stuff in life, and so I think this film is going to be really dark. Having a female lead for a dark movie, we haven't really got, so I think that's going to be cool. I am actually very excited for Supergirl. Like, what if she goes evil? Like, you know what it reminds me of? Like, Anakin Skywalker. His upbringing wasn't too great. And what happened to him? Well, her upbringing, not good at all. What she was surrounded. Or is it going to be a typical story where her upbringing was bad, and then she fought bad, but then straight away was like, oh my god, why am I doing this? No. I hope it's dark. I hope it's dark.
No. Superman vs. Supergirl.
No, I don't want any of that crap.
No.
Oh, if she goes evil.
But then he's... sorry. If she goes evil.
No,
And then he's not trying to kill her. He's just trying to
get her back
to the good.
Yeah, trying. I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Because they're cousins. Look at me. James Gunn, hire me.
What?
Hire me, James Gunn.
Why? Because they're cousins. Are they cousins?
I've already...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Superman and Supergirl are cousins.
Didn't... What?
Yeah. So he's going to try to convince his cousin to come back.
Are you making this up?
No, look it up. Who is Supergirl to Superman?
Supergirl and Superman cousin.
Or at least Kara Danvers.
Yeah, they are. Kara Zor-El, the cousin of Superhero from May 1959. Right. And something new every day. Yeah, she is Kara Zor-El, the daughter of Zor-El and her brother. I don't want to get into their family tree. But yeah, cousin, cool.
Terrible way. So she's a much more
true.
No.
Character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about.
This is
Swamp Thing's going to be so good.
This is going to be very underrated. I can see it coming.
He said it's going to be a horror.
I can't wait for this, to be honest. Swamp Thing is going to be so... It's going to... I can't even imagine of what it's going to be like. It's going to be good.
Well, they had a TV show in which I never watched it because they only did like a few episodes and then it got cancelled, sadly. And it's not on anything. I'd have to get it off the internet, I think.
We do not condone pirating.
Yes. Not at all.
Not at all.
And I've heard very good things about the TV show. It was a CW show as well.
Okay.
But it got cancelled after like a few episodes or like the first season because it just didn't get the views. Because Swamp Thing is such a small character. which sucks because he's a pretty cool character.
That's what I was thinking. Like, he's not a big character, and making it a film, it's going to be very interesting to see what the box office numbers will be like. But if this is the last movie in the first half of Chapter 1, I think it could be good. If Chapter 1 gets off to a good start with the Superman, the Batman, Supergirl, I think so. I'm very hyped, and I stand by my point that by the time 2020s is over, the end of this decade, DC will be on top of Marvel.
Okay.
Marvel's quality's fallen, mate.
We'll
getting
watch
sick
the
of Marvel.
end of this, and then I'll tell you why I think the opposite.
Well, I'm getting really sick of Marvel. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for Quantumania.
I'll get into it soon.
About a very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories.
Cool, man.
Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
That's good. He has passion for what he's going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a real good factor into the success.
That's what a lot of people at Marvel do lack.
Pardon?
That's what a lot of people at Marvel do lack.
Yes, exactly. They don't have passion. And James Gunn has that.
To do
something I have three points to touch on. Is that the end of the video?
One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king.
Thank you. We just want a good story. We don't care. We want a good story. Thank you, James Gunn. DCU is going to be on top by the end of 2020s, sorry. It's going to be on top by the end of 2020s. Marvel, goodbye. You're going down. DC is rising for you, just like it overtook you in the comics. I'm giving you a reason.
I don't think Marvel was ever on top of comics, to be honest.
Yeah, they know.
So my 3 points are, well, one's not really a point. I'll go with that one. Black Panther is coming on to Disney Plus.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, just wanted to point that out. Yeah, because I saw it today before we were watching the Bad Batch.
Me too.
I don't agree with everybody hating on James Gunn. I said when we did our predictions, when we did our DC predictions, that I fully back him.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything wrong. Guardians is probably the most consistent.
It is consistent.
We'll see. But at least the 2 movies that we've gotten from him have been solid, have been good. Yeah, exactly. If you look at Iron Man 3, lackluster.
Or
Captain America.
Not
everybody loves Civil War.
Everything
Marvel's done has had its low, except for what James Gunn has done.
Every franchise inside Marvel has had a flaw movie. I know there's only been 2 Guardians of the Galaxy, but you already know 3 is going to be good. And it's going to be the last. So James Gunn.
And he comes into this with passion, as you said. He comes into this with he's been there a month and he's already got this much planned out.
I know.
Nobody at DC has ever had this much planned out the entire time the DCU was in competition with Marvel.
Yeah.
He's been there a month, just over a month.
And it's not going to be rushed. They're taking their time. They're putting, they're not giving us any dates. They gave us 1 date, or 2 dates. The Batman 2, that's outside DCU, and then the Superman movie, which is in 2 years' time. More than 2 years, 2.5 years' time. They're giving themselves time. They don't want to rush anything. They want to do quality because they know that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Telling a good story while consisting of the quality. Not.
Do you still have that roadmap up?
I do have that roadmap. Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah. So there's how many things is there?
2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10. There's 10 new things for the DCU Gods of Monsters Chapter 1.
Okay. Marvel have that in 2 years. Marvel have 10 projects in 2 years.
Yeah.
You can't say that he's jumping into it. Marvel have 10 projects in 2 years. They have 3 to 4 movies a year, and
and they're never
4, 5
all
movies.
The 3 movies are never top notch.
No.
And I'm sure a lot of these are going to have their flaws. I'm sure a lot of these, everything's going to have their flaws. But the thing is, I believe they're going to be taking their time and making quality over it all.
But my last point and it's a counter to you thinking that DC will be on top. I don't think they will, but my reason for it is my personal belief that Marvel is going has been doing worse is because the competition hasn't been there.
Yeah.
So they haven't had to fight
fair.
for their position up at the top.
They've just been producing it out. They know people are going to go watch it. Yeah.
Exactly.
And now,
it's easy money.
I already know Kevin Feige. People at Marvel are sweating right now. They're sweating.
Yeah.
They are realizing, there's something coming up. A new competitor has entered the market. Well, not a new competitor, but a competitor has changed its ways, and
it's changed fighters.
It has. And so they're sweating over there.
Here's the thing.
They're sweating over there, and they gotta be careful. I hope DC overtake them because...
But the reason I don't think they will, they have such a head start. They have the money. They have the characters. They already have all of this product, ready. And so if they just switch it up a gear, if they switch it up a gear and actually put time, effort, money into these things, they're going to just stay on top. I think DC is going to push them, which I'm happy for because good movies is still good movies.
I think this is going to...
I think it'll be, at the end of the decade, it'll be a close race.
I think so, and I think this is going to improve Marvel. They haven't had anybody right behind them. Something is now coming up. I think this is going to make them go, okay, we need to get our gear together. Got to start creating good content. Otherwise, our fans will move on to this. And that's what I'm starting to. I'm really getting sick of Marvel. I really am. The amount of Marvel we're getting, the low quality of the Marvel we're getting, it's just atrocious, and I don't want to be watching that. I don't want to be wasting my time watching that. And I'm really excited for DCU. Moving forward, I am more excited for DC than I am for Marvel. Just Marvel lately, I know DC has not been good at all lately. You know, the Joker was, the Batman was, but the DCEU, it's scrapped now. It's gone. They're resetting.
Yeah.
Which gives me hope that they are resetting. And they have a plan. They have a sketched out full plan. That's what gives me hope. And I've lost hope for Marvel. I'm getting really sick of Marvel.
I am too. But now that they have a competitor, I don't think that they're not going to take any more chances.
I don't know, man. I think after Secret Wars, Marvel's done. I reckon they'll do a reset themselves because you can't have you can't have Iron Man without Robert Downey Jr. You can't have Captain America without Chris Evans. I know they're trying to move on to other characters, and other actors. It's not going to work. They're not the same without those actors. It's not going to work. I would lose interest. I don't want to see someone else's face on this character that's been around for a decade. That I'm used to. I don't want that change. I lose interest. Cool. I'll move on. I'll go watch the old stuff. So they're gonna make it. They will. I reckon they'll end the MCU and do something new. They have to.
I agree, but they also might just keep building on this. I don't know. I've trusted Kevin Feige, and I don't blame him for
I like
everything
Kevin
going
Feige.
down.
I like Kevin Feige. I do think lately something's gone wrong with him in Marvel. I don't know, but I'd like Kevin Feige. But just give it 15 years. Give it 15 years.
Yeah, I am excited to see where it all goes.
Yeah, give it 15 years.
Now,
I'll be 30.
Now it's a race. Now it's a race to the top. It's a box office battle.
Bro,
one that we haven't had in a very long time.
I'll be 31 in 15 years. Millie.
Hill.
I say give it 15 years now for DC to be better. Holy shit. Damn.
We will see.
Reality check right there. We will see. I reckon Marvel will be the franchise that goes down in history. 100 years time, film classes would be learning about Marvel. Like right now on film and TV, I'm in year 11, grade 11, term 1, and we're learning about George Lucas and how he changed cinema. I think in 100 years, there'll be a film assignment where the downfall of Marvel. You know, Marvel started out strong. Marvel got really popular really quick. The MCU started out very strong, and it slowly went down and it just crashed and kaboom, Marvel's gone. I can see that happening to Marvel.
Yeah.
I can see that not Marvel not existing in 30 years. 20. Oh, not
Marvel
20.
will never not exist. I just think
I think it's gonna
there's
go
a
out with a
cycle.
bomb. I think something's gonna go terribly wrong. I do. I don't think it won't ever not exist. I think it'll still exist, but I think it's
I
gonna
think
be
it'll
like
be
a lot
it'll be
smaller.
like DC is,
Yeah. It's like DC's
where we
going
have
up,
some good movies
Marvel's
here there.
going down, and it will eventually surpass it, and it will take off. And I hope so. I hope so. I do.
I just hope we have a
Sorry,
good
Marvel, but
2 decades of competition.
yeah. I do. That would be fun. It would be fun, you know. You have the hardcore Marvel fans, you have the hardcore DC fans fighting on Twitter. Love
Yep.
watching that. DC side.
We haven't had those in a very long time.
What side are you on? What side? What side are you fighting for?
DC.
Yes, me too. I'm
Right
fighting for
now,
DC.
DC.
Me too. We'll see after these lot of
Marvel's
films.
I've lost faith in Marvel.
I have. Especially after 2020. This recently. After Endgame, there's been one good peak film or two, and it's just...
Yeah. I do blame Disney. I don't blame Kevin Feige. I blame Disney.
Here's the thing. When did Disney buy Marvel?
2012. I think it was after the Avengers movie. No, sorry, it was 2010. It was 2012 for Star Wars.
MCU, yeah, 2012 for Star Wars. 2010 for Marvel?
2010.
When did the MCU start? 2008. So they bought it 2 years in. So they've basically done everything for the MCU. So Disney have basically done everything that Marvel has for movies. I don't blame it on Disney. Disney are a causing factor, but they've had Marvel the whole time it's been a film company, basically.
Yeah, but I feel like they've only just started getting involved now that it's making a lot of money. Like, if you look at the quality of, say, do you think Captain America Winter Soldier is Disney?
I like Disney. I do. I do want mixed feeling about Disney. I love the stuff they used to produce. Now, it's not so good because of money and stuff.
Yeah.
I agree, but I feel like within Marvel, look how much Marvel there is. They don't have any creative people telling good stories. As James was telling, we want stories. Storytelling is key.
Yeah.
And they're running out of ideas. They're not getting creative people in. They've had everybody in there. They're made so much. They've rushed it all out. And there's no storytelling aspect to it. Having to go into this all multiverse and pick stuff out of that. So.
Well, that's where I really hope DC kicks Marvel into gear, because the competition between the two will really set the tone.
Exactly.
But I don't understand the hate for James Gunn. Can you explain it to me? Because I don't understand it.
Bro, I don't even know. I feel like because Henry Cavill was where it all started. Firing Henry, or not firing him, but removing him. I feel like he didn't do it the right way. I think, and that's upset a lot of fans, you know. We just got told Henry Cavill is back as Superman at the end of Black Adam. The Rock was promoting it all, Dwayne Johnson. Henry Cavill was excited to be back, and then we get this news a few weeks later that Henry Cavill is now no longer Superman. And that, I think, really upset fans. Superman. I think that really upsetted fans that they're so hyped. Henry Cavill is back as Superman. And then a few weeks later, it gets crushed. And I think that's why. I really think that's where it started. You know, I love
the reactions. All the reactions to this new video that he just put out. I don't understand them.
When people hate someone for one thing, they will hate them with their guts. That's the society we live in now. And even if it's good, people are going to hate because they don't like one particular thing.
Yeah.
And I say that, like, I will use Star Wars Disney as an example. There'll be a good thing in Star Wars Disney that we absolutely love, but we're majority going to hate on Star Wars Disney because of stuff, or because of something else they've done, like the main thing, ruining Luke Skywalker, the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
And so overall, I'm guilty to that. I'm guilty to that. And I feel like that's the same case with James Gunn here. I don't know, but yeah, I like James Gunn. I do. I got mixed feelings about the guy. You know, I like how ambitious he is and how I like how passionate he is for stuff going forward, and that gives me
Yeah,
hope.
it clearly is.
That gives me hope. Someone's passionate. Someone wants to tell a good story. They admit that stories are key. That gives me hope for DC moving forward.
Yeah, I just don't understand everyone's hate for it. I feel like he hasn't given any, like, yes, besides the Henry Cavill thing. It's just his vision. Like, as much as we disagree with it, it's his vision for it.
Oh.
If he doesn't want Henry Cavill, we may disagree with it.
It could be better in
for every other reason. Yeah, for every other reason he's given us.
We can't.
There's no reason for us not to
exactly
disagree with him.
Exactly, and we can't have everything. We can't have the same actor from a universe they're scrapping. People are going to get confused. It's not going to line up. They just want to restart. They want to reset because the DCU was trash. It was bad. It was. It really was. It was shit. The DCU was bad. And so I think they really need to bury it all. They can bring the actors back for other roles, make them look different. But doing a full hardcore reset, I think, is the right plan to do.
Yeah, I agree.
What is your favorite DCEU film? The old DCU.
What is my favorite?
Yeah. Tough question.
Oh, Batman v Superman was really good.
Man of Steel. Batman vs Superman.
I'm kidding.
Batman vs Superman.
No, I'm
did
kidding.
Did you say that? I've never seen it. I never saw Batman vs Superman because it looks stupid.
Man of Steel, I think, was overhated.
Man of Steel definitely overhated. Zack Snyder's Justice League peak. But that's not really. That wasn't even part. Like Justice League was mid, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League was peak. But Aquaman was fun. I reckon that would be my favorite.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
I do think Aquaman was one of the better ones.
It was.
Besides a character who was in it.
Yeah, that we don't like because we don't talk about her. But Aquaman 2, I'm glad they're ending DCEU off with Aquaman 2. I hope it's good. The Lost Kingdom. So we will see where that takes us. But yeah, what movie are you most looking forward for? Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. What project? Which project should I say? Preacher Commanders.
I mean, Booster Gold. Booster Gold will be fun.
Booster Gold's gonna be so. I wish it was a movie. I'm really excited for Supergirl. The Authority. That's a film. Swamp Thing's gonna be cool. Batman. Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I do think that one will be the best.
Even Superman Legacy. I'm excited. Lanterns. Waller. Paradise Lost looks cool. There's a lot there that I'm really excited for. The only one that probably doesn't interest me is probably Creature Commanders. I don't know, but everything else, really, I have interest in everything. Waller, Superman Legacy, Lanterns, The Authority, Paradise Lost, the Batman, the Brave and the Bold, Booster Gold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. I am really excited for all of them, really.
I'm excited for all of them. Yeah, this is what I mean. Why are people hating on him? Everything that he's done sounds great.
Everything that he's just announced is going to be so good. Really,
I can't think of anything that I don't have any complaints about it.
Me either. I am hyped for a lot of them. Batman the Brave and the Bold is going to be fun. Superman Legacy is going to be interesting. Booster Gold is going to be so fun. Supergirl is going to be hella interesting. Swamp Thing's going to be... Lantern's going to be fun. The Authority is going to be really interesting.
Yeah. You know the only reason I know who Booster Gold is because he was a character in, as I said, The Brave and the Bold on my Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
He was a character. And he was like a collectible character or something.
Yeah, that's what I love. They're bringing these old things back from the proper DC, I would say. The comic books, the
if you asked
a
person who just watched the movies who Booster Gold is,
they'll go Booster who?
They won't have any idea.
No? And I think that's a good move. That interesting these good characters
Exactly.
that have had a success before. And if a majority of
And
the
if
people
that
like
does
it,
well,
I think it's going to allow the new people to like it.
Yeah.
And it's the right move.
if that does well, it also it'll also give trust to the fans.
Yes.
If they're like, oh, I like this thing which I never heard of before,
Yeah.
I trust them. I'll go see it again.
I
You know?
really wish Booster Gold was a film, but I can see it being a live action series, a weekly episode. I can see Booster Gold being that. But it'd be fun if it was a movie. Too fun. Too fun.
I'm happy.
Me
I've got
too.
no complaints, and
I'm
I
happy.
don't understand.
The thing I
why
woke up to
everyone
this
is
morning,
cranky with
I opened Instagram, hoping, the first thing would be this DC new slate. Jedi Survivor's delayed. That's the first thing that popped up. For God's sakes. And then I scrolled, and there it was, and I forgot about Jedi Survivor. I don't care anymore, because DC has me hyped, and WDC, W Day for DC, L, typical,
Amen.
common L, Star Wars, rare W, DC.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I'm kind of like losing my voice. We recorded 3 episodes today. Holy goddamn. So I think that's basically all we've covered. I'm gonna get this out for you guys. Edit this. DC, it's coming back up, boys, and I can't wait. Let us know, guys, what your favorite thing is that is coming from the man himself, James Gunn. What are you most looking
Marvelous
forward
Wild
to? Why are you not looking forward to it? Why do you like James Gunn? Do you hate him? Why do you hate him? Let us know, guys. And yeah, Joseph, any last words on the future for DC?
Just bring it.
Bring it. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. See you all next episode. Yeah. Alrighty. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah.
So yeah.